This video contains spoilers for the game Doors. If you wish to play the game without any pre-game preparation, I suggest doing that before watching. Imagine you're in a hotel just off the elevator, entering the lobby. Walking up to the counter and ringing the bell. Waiting, you admire the surroundings. It looks abandoned. Cobwebs inhabit the corners of the room. There's no one around, just you and the empty loneliness of the hollowed room. You spot a single key on the key rack and decide to get it. You can only start to imagine the peacefulness of your stay before heading back to the front. Then unlocking the door as one of many. That's right, today I'm talking about Doors, the Roblox sensation invading all of the YouTubers' channels, including mine. If you haven't heard about Doors, I don't blame you. It's an indie horror game situated on the platform Roblox. You found yourself in the same situation as the cold open to this video, and must traverse a series of procedurally generated rooms and puzzles before getting to the end. It's not instantly clear what you may encounter in these rooms and how to fight against them. So that's what I'll be covering in this video, as well as some other things that might help you through your first playthrough. Though, again, if you are planning to play this game, I highly recommend you play a round or two before getting some characters, items, and strategies spoiled. Though if you feel you do need some preparation, you come to the right place. And with that, let's begin. I think you should know about the guiding light first. It's one of the officially main entities and the only one which helps you throughout the rooms. If you spend too long on a puzzle, blue lights and audio cues may appear near keys or doors. It also appears on doors and entryways when running away from Seek, a monocular hunter with only one mission and eye, to catch you. Speaking about vision, eyes is another recurring entity which you must completely ignore to conquer. It's described as a cluster of over 30 eyes, with a deep purple glow to notify of its occurrence. So if you do see it, look away immediately. Another entity that is very good at notifying you of its occurrence is Rush. Whenever you enter a new room and the lights flicker, you have a very limited time to, figure out what it's signifying. There are in fact 4 different entities using flickering lights as the signal for their appearance. But let's talk about Rush for now. When the lights flicker, wait and listen for faint and glitchy screaming. When the screaming sounds unnervingly close, hide. And when the screaming stops, it's finally safe. There's also another entity very similar to Rush, Ambush, only Ambush is green, screams a bit differently, and can even return up to 5 times within the same sequence. Though you can't stay in the closet forever, as the entity known as Hide will kick you out after a while of being in there for too long. The time you can stay in the closet before Hide kicks you out decreases with the more doors you open. It also takes 40 HP when shoving you out, as well as disabling the ability to use any closet for 10 seconds. Oh geez, okay, alright, that is a lot of information already, and I've only mentioned a few entities. There are a total of 14 entities roaming around in the hotel, but I will only cover 5 for now. Jack is another entity inhabiting the closets. He hides in the closet, waiting for anything to try to enter them, and when they do, he screams at them, very loudly. There's also a teeny tiny chance that Jack may spawn behind any open doors, though I haven't found him there, as I'm not really looking for him. Also, the more you enter the closets, the higher chance of meeting Jack is. There are only 3 entities that have their very own rooms. One of them, Halt. Halt is a big turquoise head with glowing eyes. Halt's custom sequence consists of 2 separate rooms divided by a sleek doorway frame. You're tasked with running away from Halt when in the room, but every so often, Halt will teleport in front of you along with some turn around text on screen. When this happens, turn around quickly and run in the opposite direction of Halt. After a couple of seconds, Halt will teleport back so you can turn and make more progress towards the exit. Speaking of progress, there are 11 items that are either useful or necessary for completion. The flashlight is simple. It can be either bought or found throughout the hotel. It's also very similar to the lighter, except the flashlight reaches further. The bandages and vitamins are the 2 only items that heal you. The bandages give 15 points of instant health, while the vitamins give a speed boost in addition to regenerative health. In addition to being found around the map, the vitamins are also available in the shop, though you can only carry 3 bottles of vitamins simultaneously. This shouldn't be a problem for most of us though. The room key is one of the most used items in the hotel. When the door to the next room is locked, you need to find and use the key located somewhere in the newly opened room. Alternatively, you can use a lockpick as a substitute for the key. This works on all doors except for the electrical room door. Now while we're on the topic of rooms, there's a total of 5 custom rooms: Halt's hallway, Seek's Chase, the lobby, the library, and room 100. Halt's hallway I have already covered, and Seek's Chase I'm going to leave out so as to not spoil everything. When you're getting off the elevator, you enter the lobby. Not much to do but to enter the first room. There's also a bell on the counter to interact with. The library is the first room where we meet the game's main boss, the Figure. A tall, lanky, flesh head-chomping monster. He has no eyes, but extreme vibration sensing abilities. It also navigates by feeling the environment using its hands. Let's just say, if you're not quiet, you might end up headless by the end of the night. Now let's figure out how to pass this room then. Scattered around the library, there are some books that shimmer and poke out of the bookcases. In these books, there's a number and a shape. Your mission is to find these books and use them to decipher the solution paper located on a writing desk somewhere in the library. When you have cracked the code, make your way to the door on the opposite side of the main entrance and enter the code on the padlock. Room 100 is the last room in the entire hotel. It consists of multiple sectors as well as a locked door, though it's not big enough to get lost in. It starts as a storage locker and quickly expands into a living hell. When opening the garage port, a cutscene with a figure starts. He jumps down from the stairs and onto the platform in front of you. Then you're in control again. I'm not going to say much here to not spoil this one either, but I have found that the figure immediately will run to the 99th room. That is, unless he hears walking or running. So I'm guessing your best bet is to stay still until he's gone further away. I've also seen people run past him up the stairs after the cutscene, bypassing him completely. After that, it's up to you to figure out the puzzle and get out of there. Personally, Doors is perfect. Its gameplay relies heavily on both sounds and previous experience, and it's that previous experience part particularly that makes the game very replayable. It's the procedurally generated hotel that makes every playthrough different. You can practice room 50 and room 100 as they both play out very similarly from run to run, but when you enter a fresh non-scripted door, there's always the possibility of a different entity or puzzle lurking behind it. I also can't go without giving a big thank you to my teammate KRIS, which has been a fantastic player throughout the gameplay on this video. You might even see him later if I make more of these videos. This was very fun and I'm certain that I want to do it again. So with that, I hope this video was in some way helpful or at least entertaining. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you back soon.